So what is the performer's blueprint? Well, I'm gonna share that with you. There's 7 core steps to this blueprint, and I just wanna break them down real quick so that you know with your coaching, consulting, course creating, or expert business, where you're taking your knowledge and you're sharing it with others, you're synthesizing down things, something that maybe took you a year to learn, you can give to somebody in 10 minutes, and it can completely change their life, and that's exactly why they wanna exchange their value, money, for yours, your knowledge that you've synthesized. So what's the blueprint? What is the model that the performers, the people here at Make Once, myself, use? This is something that we go super deep with inside of the Build Lab. So I wanna share this with you. Again, there's 7 steps. Let's get through it. Number 1, what is the real problem that you solve and who do you solve it for? You need to be ultra defined in this, right? What problem are you actually solving? A lot of people think that they're solving a certain problem when in all reality, it's not that at all. For instance, when you help somebody lose weight, you think the problem that you're helping them solve is weight loss. But in reality, if you really get down to it, the real problem that you're helping them with is how they feel about themselves, the energy that they really need, how they are perceived by others, and what do they look like when they're out in public. Their emotional state. Those are the real problems that get solved. Weight loss is just this thing that happens, but the actual behind the scenes problem is what? And who are you doing that for? Are you helping kids lose weight? Are you helping elderly lose weight? Are you, be defined. Today in a world where there's abundance in every place, every shape and size, you need to be ultra defined with who it is that you're working with. That's number 1. Number 2, outline the model that solves the problem. What is the model that you take and produce and provide and teach and deliver that gets somebody from their current situation where they're maybe unhappy or they don't have what it is that they desire to a place where they do have what they want, the problem is solved, or they do have their desired outcome? What is that step, okay? What are the steps that you take to get them from here to here? Typically, I found that you can take just about any solution and break it down into 6 to 9 core steps. Inside of each of those 6 to 9 core steps, you're gonna have sub-steps, kind of like a book that has maybe 6 to 9 chapters. Inside of each chapter, there would be subtopics that once you understood all the subtopics within the chapter, you understood the chapter. And once you understand this chapter, this chapter, this chapter, and this chapter, and get through all the chapters, you understand the point of the book, which is ultimately your model. So we want to outline the model because guess what? This becomes every piece of email. This becomes every piece of social media content, every piece of content on your website, everything you talk about. And when you define this, that's the content that you create that will attract the who that you're trying to help with the real thing that you're trying to solve for them. It's so important that you understand that. Now, I'm just sharing with you what has helped me get to these levels of 100,000+ per month. Next, create. We need to create a free hybrid group. Inside of this free hybrid group is where we are going to be defining the model. It's where we get to let people test drive the paid versions of what you offer. This is the conversion machine. This right here, when you get people inside of a group, when you get people inside of a free hybrid group, they get to connect with other people that are just like them, that have the same problem that they have. By them connecting and doing that, you see the exhaust of that, which is your understanding of your person, the real problem that you solve, which then lets you talk about this so much differently. Because as you talk about each of the things in your model that allows the model to work, you can relate it to what they're actually going through. And when you can define somebody's problem to them the same way they think about it, or even better, they'll begin to trust you, because how on earth could you know that unless you knew what I was going through? That is powerful. Now, this free hybrid group, you also do a weekly live stream so they can get on and ask you questions, which loads your gun for your traffic engine, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But the free hybrid group also has a test run, a demo run, a light version of your paid version of what it is that you're offering as a coach, consultant, course creator, or expert. Next, we would create our paid membership. This is a $5,000 to $10,000 per year membership with a cap of 360 members. Okay, I'll let you do the math on that. But that is a powerful place for your people to go to get the actual core model where you're gonna help them execute the actual model so that they get the result faster, easier, and better. Again, the model here, we define it at this level. We help them execute it when they pay. And then down here, later on down the line, or maybe now, depending on where you're at, you can help them master it. Your paid mastermind is people going from your paid membership, and the top 1% of that go into your paid mastermind because maybe they want to master it to be you, or maybe they want to go on and do it a different way, or they just really want to master whatever it is that you're teaching them. $20,000 to $50,000 per year is the membership to be in there, and it's a 100-person cap. Again, you can do the math. It's a very great income. It's a very great way to live. And what's nice about these memberships is you get to keep refining and powering up your product. It's kind of like the story with Porsche. They've been building the Porsche 911 for almost, well, over 50 years. Every year it gets better and better and better. Little tiny refinements, better and better, which makes it one of the best cars ever built. That's what you're going to have when you build it like this. This is the core model. This is the model for coaches, consultants, course creators, and experts. It's what's going to drive you to be the absolute best, provide the best solution, and when you do that, everything else falls in place. What's the problem you solve? The real one. And for who? What is the model? Let's blueprint it out and define it out because that's gonna do everything we need in our marketing, everything we need to do here. Then let's create that free hybrid group. In other words, our conversion machine. Our paid membership, it's product 1 of our product suite. Our paid mastermind, which is product 2 of our product suite. This mastermind stage may not happen right now, but this one does need to appear. Then we want to build the traffic engine. When we're building our business, we need traffic, eyeballs, people that have the problem that we can solve. We need traffic, we need to convert that traffic, and then we provide the product, the solution. Build the traffic engine. What does that mean? It means that we're going to be defining our model in long and short form content, helping people, showing them that we can help them. We're going to distribute our long and short form content on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc., LinkedIn. Put it wherever you can. If we can't master one, which I would have you do YouTube because it's a search engine, but it's a powerful one. It provides long form content and short form content. And it's very well known for people that go looking to solve problems. That's where they'll go. And video is the most powerful thing that we can do from this point forward. I just take my YouTube longs and I can cut them up into shorts and I distribute them on TikTok, Instagram. It's amazing, right? I put them on YouTube. That is our traffic engine. Now, let's take a look at number 5, define, execute, mastery. This is all you need to focus on. So we're talking about the performer's blueprint here, okay? This is what we do to grow a coaching consulting business where we share our knowledge with other people and they pay us for that because we help them get results faster, easier, and better, okay? So what we do is define our model. Then we show people how to execute the model. Then we show people how to master the model, okay? So how does this look? Define the model. Well, we go out on social media platforms and we help people understand what it is that we do to solve their problem. It's that simple. And so we provide massive amounts of value. We share all of our secrets because we're selling execution, we're selling implementation. When we go to do marketing, we want to replace this word marketing. We replace that word with education. So marketing is actually just educating our marketplace about how we execute and master the model. We take what it is that we do to solve their problem and we literally just educate them on it. We educate them so much they go, wow, I need that. That's for me. I get it now. What happens then is they get into our free hybrid group. So this is our free hybrid group. This is our conversion machine. To get people into this conversion machine, we have to go out and do marketing or education. We do that with short and long form content that leads to the free hybrid group. Here's what's beautiful about this model. Think of this as breadcrumbs to the loaf, and then they get inside the free hybrid group where they want to learn more about our product, where we're really defining our model. Then from the free hybrid group, we take our short and long form content and we can put it in here to elevate it and maximize it inside of the different platforms where we're doing our marketing, okay? So all of this activity keeps feeding our marketing, which keeps feeding this machine. When they're in here, inside of the free hybrid group, okay, which is our performers group, that's an example of a free hybrid group. Inside of there, they learn how to get into the execution model. They learn how to buy your first product or product one in your product suite, which is your membership. So this is product one in the product suite. Once they get in here, they get to a place where they go, wow, I either want to take this to the next level or I want to do it just like they're doing it. I want to teach, I want to do what Mike's doing, and they want to go to mastery. So this is like your product number 2. I just want to keep this super clear and super simple. All we're doing in the online game is this. It's very, very simple. Do not make it any more complicated than this. Are you ready? All we're doing is we're building a list. So we're building a list, so build list, and then we sell the list what they want. So we build the list and then sell the list what they want. That's it. How do we build the list? We go out and do marketing. I mean, education about our model that we then define over and over and over again. How do you create short and long form content? Well, remember back in the previous steps where we defined the model, we went from unhappy face to happy face. That model, that is all of your content. You're going to explain and define each one of those steps, who it's for, why you do it, how you do it, when you do it, where you do it, what you do it for, why you do it. All of the things that they need to know to understand your model so that they're ready to execute. This is what you do. So you think of 1,000 different ways to say the same thing. My favorite way to do this is just look up headlines. Headlines will give you different aspects or perspectives or analogies or different ways to think about, talk about, show, demonstrate what your product does. We can tell stories. Stories sell, facts smell. It's this simple. Build a list. How are we building the list? Well, what are you offering them? How about a free hybrid group where you define the model, give them community, give them live streams so they can talk to you, and give them a demo run of your product. Just like a car dealership lets you test drive the product. Same thing happens here. Instead of them just being a subscriber on an email list, they become a member of a community where they can ask questions and test drive the product. Now, here's what's even cooler. When they join your free hybrid group, because of technology, it will automatically add them to an email list. And when they get added to that email list, guess what happens? It kicks in an automation. When they join the free hybrid group, okay, so they join, pops them in the list, that automatically sets out a series of emails that keeps them engaged and gets them to understand and get educated, in other words, marketing, about your product and why it solves the problem. This is it. The problem businesses have is obscurity. You may have a great solution, but the people that need to know about it don't. They don't know you exist. So we go out there onto these platforms using organic and paid advertising, but I'll tell you what, the absolute best way, the performer's blueprint way, organic, no paid advertising. You can always do paid advertising, but when you do organic marketing first in your short and long form content, short form is like videos that are less than a minute long, usually a vertical video, holding the phone vertical instead of horizontal. Long form, 5 to 15 to 30 minute videos. You can be as long as you want, but they're typically over 5 minutes, where you're going deeper or you're covering more of what you only briefly touched on in the short form. We put that out there, people find that. We feed it to our email list. We put it inside of our group, which again creates this basically flywheel. And so what happens then is this keeps happening. They bring in other people. It spreads, but the beauty about organic content is if we stop paying for ads, they go away. Organic content stays forever. I've got videos out there that are 10 years old, still working. It's very important that we focus on this because what you focus on grows, and if you just focus on the thing that you've proven, the concept that you proved works, the solution that you know helps and works, you'll have everything you want. Free hybrid group conversion machine. Our delivery comes in product 1 and product 2. Get this one maxed out at the 360 member cap, then you can move over here and start filling this up at a 100 member cap. Each year when there's some attrition, maybe 10 members drop off because they got what they needed, you just opened up a new 10 spots, right? So you can go back out to your email list and your free hybrid group and you can let them know, hey, there's 10 more spots open. So there's always a wait list. We want what we can't have. We want inside the club that's full. This keeps your business flowing with revenue, which allows you to help more people because you constantly have money coming in. Instead of just selling one-off courses for one-off fees, here you're gonna keep powering up, iterating, evolving, perfecting the model so that when people get in here, it's like, wham, it gives them the result. They instantly go back out and they do your marketing for you. Again, this flywheel just keeps ripping and going harder and faster. Your business grows organically. Your business grows without you. You have a consistent, strong, multiple 7-figure income, and you get to become the absolute best, and life gets pretty good. That is the Performer Blueprint. If you have any questions about that, use the comments down below. Can't wait to serve you.